Oh, we are live with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel for another day. It's going to be pretty much this looking to get to Diamond Rank today and just get that tally over 2000 will be the key for us. So obviously the deck we're running is Rescue Ace at the moment, looking to get solidly up. We're definitely capable of getting to Diamond today, and then hopefully working our way up the ranks here. We are probably in a go second situation, so I do have hopefully a few outs that will draw. Not a good hand, but hey, we'll just see what the opponent does first. Like, they are on a 60 card deck by the looks of it, just by the thickness of their deck. We're dueling Telement. No, pretty good stream planned for today. Lots of ranked, a lot of grinding needed today just to make sure we get ourselves up. And yeah, like plenty of good Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion. I've been watching a few things today to sort of talk about in chat. How's things, Yugioh? Good to have you in our stream for another stream. How are you today? Carlos. Okay, Carlos is a solid start for Nocturne. Grass. Okay, so grass has just really helped their situation. 60 card players always throwing that grass looks greener. It's just the common theme at the moment. May start the day with a loss, but that's okay. I will just continue to strive. Work away up. Okay, Matt had the funny stills last night streaming on Duel Links. As long as you had a good time, that's the main thing, right? What are you rocking in Duel Links at the moment? Yeah, long time since I've been on Duel Links now. I think the last time was December 2022 when I was last on it, so that's telling you it's coming up nearly 2 years since we were last playing that game. Just so hard to keep up and get back into it, you know, like one day we may play it again. It's like we play it in sort of wee bursts. Going to show a whole lot of stuff today that we haven't really shown on stream in terms of new Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are coming out and things like that. Sacred Beast, I got more support rank climbing with them. Hopefully the climb's going good for you too, Yugioh. Climb for me started off really well the first 3 days, and we just want to continue that upward trajectory. Look how crazy that board is to start off with. Made platinum last night. They're making good progress really early in the season. It's always a good sign. Zombie Vampire, that's going to send 4 cards each way. That could help me a little bit, potentially, just depending on what's sent. Okay, so we've got a Turbulence in there. I particularly mind that. Talk to us about your last duel there, Yugioh. What sort of happened? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how stream goes today, like, in terms of... Yeah, in terms of the... Yeah, very curious how the last duel went. I just lost my train of thought for some reason. SP Lord Knight, okay, this hand is pretty much probably going to win them the duel. I probably need something like... what will I need? I think we're gone in this duel, personally. We'll see what we draw. ultimately, if we have to surrender the duel and go to the next one, that is fine by me. Banish the emergency. Okay, those cards don't matter too much what they banish. So I can easily sort of retrieve those. So we've got the Motif, Blessing of the Horus, and a face down. That is a pretty good board first up. They have done a pretty good job of getting where they need to be in this one. 3 face downs, the Greet. They got the Banish, they got the Negate there. They've got King Sark, trying to protect them, the Horus monsters. What do we draw? And Perm. Went up against two ships, he normal to reveal and revealed 3 traits and then just that's the rest with Suship Akura. You either get what you need or you don't. We'll get SP Little Knight hits. Three Dear Bow Stars in play. I do sense one of these 3 face down cards are just going to shut us down supremely quickly. Just adjusting a few things in stream. It's cool by. That's one thing that's sort of tripped us up. They will negate Airlifter, and here we go. We'll be out of the duel. But yeah, just recently acquired Suships myself. They're a very nice deck to play. Like, I enjoy the card art on them. They sort of are something that are right up my alley in terms of enjoyment, you know, for games. How is Nibiru doing in that game? Like, I wouldn't think it'd make the impact like it has in like this sort of card game. Yeah, just hard countered us there. Do we have any fire? Yeah, we do. We can go into the air. Turbulence, I can at least bring back. I think Nibiru's time will come in Duel Links when there is more heavy combo decks. That's where I think it will sort of happen. We will call by that. Gotta try and break this board. We are perfectly capable of doing it. Gotta get rid of SP Little Knight. That's gonna be our task. Wahito. You gotta hope no Imperm or anything like that down to stop this. Interesting that they've gone the Fairy Tale Snow straight away. Very, very intrigued while they've done that. I would have waited till I had bought back something else. Hey, I got debunked and Skullmeister twice by Blue Eyes, so if Nib comes up, it comes up. Are many people playing it though? That'll be the big question I will ask you, Bell. Are people playing Nibiru in certain engines and Duel Links? I just can't see that having an impact. They're going to place that face down. Okay, that's practically game then. And they'll send the cards. But that's just what happens if you get no real hand traps in your hand or anything like that. It's just you're at the mercy of your opponent. If they set up a good enough board, it's just too hard to overcome at the moment. We'll just have to sort of focus our efforts onto the next duel. Yeah, doing quite well, Shrub. We're getting our butt handed to us in this still, but that is how it is. Good evening to you, Cold and Grundy. It's really early in the day for me, as you can see. The webcam's not sort of all darkened or anything like that. Not a lot of people at the moment, but if Nib's in the game, then Konami's about to add a hyper combo deck to the game. What do you reckon they're going to add? I'll add Poplar into hand. It's only real play here, but Drago's Battalion just hard counters that, so I am effectively sadly gone on this duel. They'll just use this. But yeah, a really good stream yesterday. Yeah, just obviously towards the back end of that stream, we were just getting a wee bit too fatigued. Hence why the chat and that sort of was quiet for a few moments at a time from me. We had a good night rest. We've got our day off today, and then we're back into the swing of things with work and all that tomorrow. And of course, the duel room tomorrow as well. Better phase, but yeah, that's just a pretty good board. But yeah, things that I want to discuss today, we're going to bring up some new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We're going to also talk a little bit about just recent players quitting Yu-Gi-Oh and why they're quitting Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. It's been a good topic this week. And also a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh's card design and the dangerous path that they're sort of taking with card design at the moment. So Nocturne a wee bit too good for us in that aspect. Yeah, while we've got a few here, we're going to go over some of the cards that have happened over the last sort of week or so. I will get them up into screen. Okay, you guys can see that. So there's a new archetype that was announced 23 hours ago, the Apodracosis. There we go. Finally, the white screen's off there. Love the artwork of that. That looks pretty neat. So a Dino, some more Dino cards. Dino Apodracosis Kyber. So it's a Dino slash effect monster. You're going to use each of the 1, 2, 3 effects of card once per turn. Shuffle this card from your hand into deck. Add one Apodracosis Dino Gate from deck to hand. During the main phase, a turn more cards being destroyed. This turn you spend summon this card from hand. Interesting. You can place one face up Apodracosis Dino Gate you control onto the bottom of your deck, then take out other cards in the field up to the number of different types on the field, destroy them. Not a bad effect. It's interesting how that will be gotten out on the field. So we've got the Serpent Apodracosis Ember. I'm going to read these cards. I can't really see chat at the moment, but yeah, we're watching some replays today too, Colt. Just note, however, we're just doing our overlooking some card section for just this archetype at the moment, and then I'll bring up some other aspects during the stream. Sorry about the ads that are flashing up at the bottom of the screen there too. But Ember's effect is you can discard this card, add one Apodracosis Serpent Gate from your deck to hand. During the main phase, two from monsters have been sent to the graveyard this turn. You can special summon this card from the graveyard. It's a very interesting special summon conditions for these cards already. You can place one face up Apodracosis Serpent Gate you control onto the bottom of your deck. Your opponent banishes your entire hand, then they draw cards equal to the number that was banished. It's got a bit of spices of this engine. So obviously if you got the Serpent Gate onto the field, or a Dino Gate, just based on what these cards are doing, very interesting. But the Phantom Apodracosis Hakuba, room slash effect, you can only use each of the 1, 2, or 3 effects of this card once per turn. You can add one Phantom Gate from your deck to the hand. The monster is banished face up while this card is banished, and the Eternal will banish monsters to set Phantom Apodracosis Hakuba. You can special summon this card. You can place one face up Phantom Gate you control the bottom of the deck, add one card from your deck, graveyard, or banishment to your hand. That's a pretty nice sort of searcher for them. A lot of level 10s here. Got the Genesis Star Apodracosis Futsuba. Pendulums, okay. Level 10 light pendulum effect. Going to use the pendulum effect of this card once per turn. During the main phase, you can add one non-pendulum Apodracosis card from your deck to hand, then destroy this card. Okay, that's getting a lot of resources for this deck. You can ritual summon this card with Genesis Star Apodracosis Futsuba. Must be special summoned by its own effect. You only can special summon once per turn with this card. Monster on this field is destroyed by battle card effect while this card's in the extra deck. Contribute one level 10 Apodracosis monster you control, and if you do special summon this card, just treat it as a ritual summon, then place destroy up to 2 cards you control, and if you do place that many... Oh, okay, so that gets your, obviously your big, like Phantom Gate, Serpent Gate, and obviously your Dino Gate out for these monsters here. So we've got the Approach Creation now. You can only use one of 2 effects of this card once per turn. Add one Approach monster from your deck to your hand, then add one of the Pendulum monsters from the hand to the extra deck. During the main phase, if you control Approach Pendulum monster, you can banish both this card and one Graveyard Swift Summon with the same type as... This deck's actually going to be pretty spicy, I'd say. It's got some really neat integration. It'll be interesting to see what the Serpent Gate and all that does. But they've announced a whole lot of stuff. So this is their field spell, the Approach Transmigration. You can only use 1 and 2 effects of this card once per turn. Okay. When this card activation resolves, choose one of the Dinosaur Sea Serpent Worm from your deck, and if you do, add to your hand, banish 1, and send the remainder to the graveyard. Also, you cannot Swift Summon monsters for the rest of the turn. Set Dragon, Dinosaur, Sea Serpent, and Worm monsters. If Genesis Star Approach puts Subo is face up in your extra, you can Swift Summon 3 with different types from your... okay, that is pretty spicy. There's going to be some pretty spicy plays with this. So we've got the Dino Gate now. You can only control one of these. Your Approach monsters you control gain 300 attack. Pendulum monster level 10 or high monsters whose original type is dinosaur, you gain the following effect. Once per turn, when a monster is on the field with less attack than this card activates effect, and plays 1 Approach continuous spell, you control the bottom of the deck to negate that activation. What levels are the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno? Out of curiosity. Would that work with this card? Got Serpent Gate now. Not be destroyed by battle. Pendulum and level 10 or high monster whose original type is Sea Serpent, you gain the following effect. During an opponent's turn, you can place 1 Approach continuous spell you control the bottom of the deck, then take 1 card of the field, return it to the hand. And you got the Phantom Gate there. So the Phantom Gate is during any opponent's turn, any monster sent from the field to the graveyard is banished instead. That effect in itself is a good effect for what the game is sort of tracking towards at the moment. Approach Pendulum monster level 10 or high monsters whose original type is burn, you gain the following effect. During the monster's turn, you can place 1. You control the bottom of the deck, then take 1 once on field. Attack becomes 0. So what are people's thoughts on this new archetype? Yo, Dan, it's good to see you on our stream too. Sorry I didn't see that straight away. But yeah, very interesting cards. Very, very interesting cards. But yeah, that last gate could be used quite a bit to banish opponent's stuff. Colt, when you're ready to put your replay up, probably a good time to get it up now. Looking at some of the other sort of cards that release in the next wee while that we can talk about. That had some certain spice to it. It need more dinosaur worms to see relevance right now. But some of those other cards could be sort of used in sort of situations to bolster other sort of agendas in the game. I think they will get more support. It looks like it's something they've really worked hard on to try and get people interested in playing, you know? So Colt, your replay is coming up. I like the idea is quite interesting. Some of the effects were quite interesting on it as well. But they will definitely release more cards, so they'll have some things coming for it. But yeah, big streaming day planned. Obviously we want to get a lot of rank done today, as much as the replays as well as possible, and try to get a good lengthy stream in for the start of the week. We should get some reveals tomorrow to talk about as well in terms of what's coming into Master Duel. Obviously there's a big probably leak tomorrow, probably that will happen in terms of what's in the potential next pack. So I'm kind of interested to see what they do release. It'll have to be something along the lines of Voiceless Boys. Our things are Trora has been following 1 year, 7 months, 21 days, 15 hours, and 4 minutes. So getting right up there in terms of followage there. The 12th of this, what would we be playing then? I was trying to think. 2022. Probably Salamangreat was something we would have been playing around that time. Got the Puppet Lock on us. I think the Puppet Lock's going to follow Colt too much here, just based on what we're playing. Other things that I would like to bring up in chat. I was watching the Heart of the Cast podcast with Farfar, Joshua Smith, and Jess Robertson today. That was quite a good podcast, actually, just getting their thoughts on like card design and how the format's a wee bit unhealthy at the moment, and people quitting Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. There are some interesting points from all parties here. I wonder if people have taken a look at that podcast and want to talk a little bit about that today. Yeah, like some points I agree and sort of disagree with from that viewing today. But no, it was quite a good watch anyway. Just to get like the professional players or people that are heavily involved in the game's thoughts on where the game is sort of headed. Identified Dragon is going to be stopped this time and going to be destroyed. Oh, Cricket. Grundy getting into the work here, and we've got very nice setup. Dragos Battalion. Very good play. Just depleting the Brandon play quite convincingly at the moment. But no, some interesting points. Like I think the game's gone down a dangerous path. There's only so much Yu-Gi-Oh cards can do. Like they're gonna hit a ceiling sooner or later within probably the next 2 years, and they're just gonna have to be clever how they sell cards and product. Like it, my thought, just point one of this video that I was watching is like making cards stronger than the previous. Sure, it sells cards, but at the same time, like people are getting a bit discouraged by this because, yeah, obviously they have their own pet decks. They don't like playing the meta, and these sort of decks are just getting too powerful for their own good. So I'd like to see it where they have just some good ban list over the next, say, year or so. Yo, you Cyphered. Oh, yo, good to see you on stream. How are you today? Following 2 years and 230 days. But yeah, just better general card design and just a bit of variety in the format's always good. But yeah, like their ban list in August will be very lackluster. Like there'll be things that they miss. It won't be a significant list that people want. That's a good duel though. It's good that you won the duel though. However, but I just need to. I think they just need to be clever about how they operate with card design over the next while. There's too many one-card combo starters that just add too many things that are not sort of engine locked. If you know what I mean. Like we're seeing too much now where Fiendsmith is in far too many decks. Same with Snake Eye. Oh yeah, I'll just throw a Snake Eye engine in there. I'll throw a Fiendsmith engine in there. So that doesn't need to be massive. Like it just needs to be impactful. The ban list. Like, massive ban list is probably not going to happen, but I'd like to see their ban list be a bit more impactful. I'd like to also see them explain why they're banning this card, and etc. And I'd love to see what cards they were considering to be banned as well. There wasn't Splash Well like this, but yeah, Snake Eye and Fire Kings are too much. There needs to be more restrictions on these one-card combo starters, I think, just to make the game a bit more healthy. Like, the good point brought up on the podcast, Shrub, was that has gone down. A good point that they made was say for example, if Snake Eye Ash was activated, you're locked into playing say Fire from your extra deck or something like that. Similar restriction to Promethean Princess. Like I can see like Fiendsmith, they're not going to hit in the next ban list, but hit things at the moment like Beatrice, hit that Fable card that they use as well. Like just bring the level of these decks down a wee bit so there's a bit of variety going around again. More, yeah, the game just continues to go down that dangerous path. Right, so we've got our next lot of cards about to come up as well, but Yeah, there's some really good points in that podcast that I'd like to go over with everyone today. Like the game is admittedly in a rough spot. Like I think a lot of agree on that. Like people have differing opinions on how things will go. Oh, I agree. I totally agree, Shrub. Like, and that's where I think Fiend Smith needed some sort of like restriction with them, where they locked you into like say Light Fiend or something, where they couldn't be splashed as much in other engines, because obviously there's not too many of those sort of out there, if you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of things that have been introduced into this game, and it'll slowly get worse as well. Like a Master Duel, for example, that people are gonna leave en masse, so they're gonna go to other games because of what you're saying. It's too much collateral. There's only so much hand traps and that can do, and they can play through all this. And yeah, like we'll keep that conversation going, because I do like these sort of chats anyway. Like it doesn't really affect me as much. Like I've got plans to make my duel rooms sort of where I'm playing non-meta related stuff. I only play the old meta deck every so often, and I get the most out of it this game. Yo, 3PK Killer. Yo, how's things going? Welcome into the stream. Big shout out. But no, they just need to be a bit more clever. Like they're I just think card designs just got a wee bit too crazy of late. Like the para scale of the last 2 years till now is pretty crazy. If you look back 2 years ago, like we were, I think, were we in tier format round about the end? And now we're to this. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We're just pretty much talking about a podcast that I watched today, 3PK Killer. I don't know if you watch Far for Joshua Smitten, the Jess Robertson podcast today, but it was quite a good one to sort of watch and sort of see where the game sort of headed. But yeah, we've got some more card reveals here on screen. Obviously, this is more of Rage of the Abyss stuff that's releasing in the next wee bit. It's got a level 9 Earth Monster, zombie effect. You can only use one of two effects of this card once per turn. If the card is sent to the deck to the graveyard, send all your cards control the graveyard, and if you do special summon this card, then cards your opponent controls to the graveyard up to the number of cards that were sent. Either player can activate monster effects in response to this effect's activation. If this card is sent to the graveyard, set from the deck, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, send one card on the field to the graveyard. Okay, that's not a bad wee effect. Got a round cat, another cat card. That looks pretty cool. I like the artwork on that. The cat sort of tumbling down, landing, and then landing on its own feet, and then sort of trotting off. 200 attack, 200 defense. Beast of Flip effect monster. You can only use each of the 1-2 effects of this card once per turn. If this card is sent from the hand with deck to the graveyard, you can special summon it in face down defense position. If a monster is sent from hand with deck to your graveyard while this flip face up, you target one of them, special summon it in face down defense position. That's a pretty funny card, actually. I like that. We've got Newbie, level 2 light, 0 attack, 0 defense, insect effect. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. If a monster with 0 attack, defense in your grade, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Newbie once per turn this way. Is this a card that you Bell could use by any chance? Because it's obviously a 0 attack, 0 defense. This card is special summon from the hand. You can apply the following effects in sequence. Add 1 light insect monster from your graveyard to your hand, set Newbie. Place 1 trap from your graveyard banishment on either top or bottom of the deck. Interesting card, Newbie. Yeah, well, I'd love to get your thoughts, 3PK Killer, on that as well. Card games have a unique space where you can ideally make your own choices, make your deck and playstyle yours, yet tier 0 meta forces players to band identity in a bigger sense, fun in general. Yeah, I agree to that point to an extent, as well. Like, with Yugioh, with so many cards though, like there is ways of sort of making your own sort of rules and sort of having sort of your own sort of fun in general on that. But on a competitive aspect, I can totally see why it's sort of not fun. You're kind of forced to play the new product with it, which is sort of the way things generally always are in most card games. They want the new product board obviously to continue to make and produce the game. Steel King, Ruby Sephiroth, rank 9 Earth, 2700 attack, 1600 defense, Rocket Sea effect, 2+ level 9s. Gains the following effects based on tributes of this card. Well, I don't mind these sort of cards. Fire when this card declares and take a monster whose attack is higher than this card, you can double this card's attack at the end of the damage step. Once your opponent's turn, you can target one card to control this turn, negate any opponent's effect that target it. If this card will be destroyed, you can attach one material from this card instead. Common allies, pretty cool Scapegoat and a Dustin. I believe that's a Dustin. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. You contribute any number of tokens you control, then target one monster with 0 attack you control. Till the end of the turn, it gains 1,000 attack for each tributed monster. And during each battle phase, it makes up the attacks of the number of tributed monsters. If at the end of the opponent's battle phase, you can search summon common ally tokens, up to the number of tokens destroyed during the battle phase. And we've got Fireworks Celebration with some summoner there. But yeah, a good, healthy game's always got a diverse variety in the pool. I like Ruby because it creates choice and unique deck building. Exactly, it's cards that they need to be designing a lot more of. Like, I hope they learn a very harsh lesson. They're gonna have to. Like, they can't continue to make cards the way they are at the moment. I just think more and more people will leave when the format gets more and more toxic. Like, as I always bring up, what's the game going to look like in 2 years from now? Just with the way things are trending. Are you playing Black Wings again this season, 3 PK Killer, or are you playing other decks in the season as well? But yeah, going forward, I would like to see more restrictions on some of these very powerful cards. Like, sure, they have great effects, but the trade-off is they have some, like, lock restrictions on them, and then it just means there's a bit more diversity in deck building that can be created based on that. This hand is not good. I have to end my turn. We will go max here. I'm just going to hope I get a few disruptions along the way so I can sort of minimize the damage this turn. Like, in any competitive game, you have to be realistic and ask yourself if you want to compete at the highest level, have fun, because the two are not the same. You can't blame players wanting that competitive part while want to have fun. It's sort of a balancing act, let me pop off. It's a balancing act. Like, the people that are competing at the top level are quitting because it's just not fun. It's they're just not enjoying it. Like, I enjoy the game. I enjoy the game. I just think in the competitive aspect, they just need a wee bit more diversity. Like, the tier 0 formats do take its toll on people. Oh, exactly. You get competitive fun and casual. People can set up their own stuff for that. But yeah, on the competitive aspect, you want 3 or 4 decks being reasonably good. You know. This should be game. This got far too much for us here. That's an easy game. what an annoying hand that was. Oh, exactly. For good or for worse, you know, like, it has to definitely continue to progress forward. I'm just very interested how they try to balance sort of things and what their ban list will be like in August. For, like, the TCG, for example. Don't we look at the ratings at the moment, see if anyone we know are playing. I've started the stream pretty bad with no wins whatsoever. Yeah, you even see it into a small scale in this stream. Let me pop up. People complain about this, and this. Like, even I complain about stuff. Like, I just got to accept it's part of the game. It's just, people are there to win. Like, it's competitive, right? Like, there is the fun and casual elements where we have our duel rooms and whatnot, but when you're on ranked, like, everyone's trying to achieve or attain a goal or things like that. It's one of those things. I will go first. Hopefully you got a good hand this time. I just need to get on the winning board today and start working our way up to diamond. Hopefully in the next couple of hours, ideally. And I enjoy the game, don't have any complaints about the meta. It's literally something we should accept if we're here to compete. Yeah, it's whatever they determine what the meta in that is, like. But one complaint I do have, I just want them to have a bit more in the meta, you know? Like, I want them to have a few more decks that can compete with one another. Like, you've got Fiendsmith that dominates the scene now. Snake Eyes has dominated it previously. Like, there's a few other things that can sort of compete with them if they get the right sort of hands. But apart from that, it's just the tier 0 formats are not a good thing for the game. You need like at least a good wee bit of decks that can compete, just so people enjoy the game enough, and it is competitive enough in a way. They need, as mentioned, there needs to be that balance. We go here. Just trying to think what we need to go for. We're not a good. Did we go to Power Star? There we did. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Ash, that is a bad Ash. We've been hard countered very early today. I don't want to gift them another card either, so we'll just play Imperm, probably Extinguish, and just go from there. It's lab, okay. We'll go max C. We'll see if we get any rid of this. Okay, they had the Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle already in play. So yeah, very good position that Lab finds himself in now, just based on them just hitting certain aspects of my thing. But yeah, my best thought we'll put out there would be try to adapt the best you can and sort of get things into your deck that can sort of counter to an extent a few of the plays that you got to try and minimize what they can get on the board. Somebody saying, no, I don't want to have fun because the current stuff's too powerful. I would feel more comfortable that crowd saying I want a more casual play area. Don't get on the ladder trying to change the game that others are doing well in, because playing the best decks and winning is actually fun for those players. Yeah, it's a lot of people's arguments let me pop off when you look at it on that scale. Like, they're just not having fun because our current stuff is too powerful. That is one of their leading arguments. They'll get rid of Hydrant. Hydrants. Okay, they're going to get rid of that. Okay, interesting, for 1300. Here we go. This is where they start to build the foothold in this game. We haven't even won a duel yet today either. Oh, exactly. I completely agree with you. Let me pop off. I'm competitive as any person. I'm not the best player at this game, and certainly will be either. Sort of in that in-between sort of area. Yeah, you always got to play the best things to sort of get the best results. I just wish for that competitive aspect at the moment in Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, is just to have a few more options that people can play. Like, you see a lot of, at the moment, and when you watch them on YCS, is like on the Opens and all that, you see the same decks over and over and over again. I would like a little bit more diversity. Like a few decks that can compete with each other, so there's a bit to sort of take in and sort of enjoy. You face the most godly lab player today in turns of drone. They went first, resolve D Barrier, 3 Maxis, Valor, and Bao. Oh, wow. What an interesting hand that is for them. 3 Maxis kind of blows for them though. But I think in Master Duel, in terms of a sense of like, fun players can go and create their own duel rooms, have certain things that they like to see people play, will have restrictions in that way. That's how they can sort of get a more enjoyable thing out of the game. For example. Yeah, like, and that's Yu-Gi-Oh! For you, Trident. Like, sometimes you've got the answer for what the opponent does, and sometimes you don't. I think it's easy to sell a Master because you're able to get what you want whenever without costing an arm and leg. I can't speak in TCG. I understand these people have to spend monies and therefore can't have boys, but Master create a card out of thin air. And that leads to a point where is the game too costly in the TCG? And I think it is. I think the OCG get it right where they have multiple rarities of cards and just make it more sort of affordable for players. Good example of that is that Dragon Master card that just released. OCG have got 3 rarities of that card. And they're each differing costs. If you want just the common printing of that, that's only $3. And then the more expensive ones like 50 or something. We'll hit Lord of Yama. It doesn't really matter anyway. I think they've got us well and truly under control here. Yeah, we've got Unchained Solar Rage. Blue Dog on field, enter, and 5 card back. Right, can we get evenly matched or something just to throw the spanner amongst the works? I'm basically out of this still anyway. I'm just trying to remember what my missions were for the day as well before we go to the next battle. But then, there's certain things Yu-Gi-Oh! Can improve on. I think we all agree in that aspect anyway. There's things they can do a million times better to get new players into the game, keep people really interested in the game. Some people have invested their jibbies in crafting materials and fun cards. That's their personal choice. Yeah, and that's what I tend to do. I put emphasis on crafting stuff that's for fun. I think it's fair to adjust the game for those people choosing to invest however they invest. Oh, exactly. Yeah, like when I was in Italy, I saw they had a fair-sized private vintage tournament. There must have been hundreds of millions of dollars of cards in there. Is that for Magic the Gathering or for Yu-Gi-Oh! Shrub? For that one. I mentioned Ground. Okay. She's definitely game. Oh, Magic the Gathering vintage format. Ground. Just letting them hurry up and get their win will be important for us. Resident Chef with the replay. Okay, Chef, we'll get that up for you very shortly. But yeah, my point still stands, you know, like, just with the various Tier 0 formats. I would like to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Create a few things all at once, you know, so there is a few choices that people can make competitively wise, you know, like, and instead of facing the same deck over and over again, there's a choice, like, between 2 or 3 decks instead of what they've limited themselves to there over the last wee while. That's the point I'm making. I still want people to have their fun and whatnot and do whatever they do in the Dorans. That's what I tend to do myself. But yeah, just a wee bit more diversity and just being a bit more clever about their card design. Like making the game go forward is obviously something I'd like to see, but just a bit more clever in terms of getting it back to where people can be a wee bit more creative with their deck building and other aspects of the game will bring turbulence. And vintage cards are so strong that some of the year where mana isn't even used and it's mostly resource management, like pitching the correct cards. Get to see some of these vintage Magic the Gathering formats, actually. I had to see some live streams of that, just to see how that plays out. Yeah, I just knew they were gonna activate Blue Dog. Like I said, commendable to continue to try on that duel to try and make something happen, but I always knew what the outcome was probably more than likely going to be in that one. So I got the Vanquish Soul of Anguish. We can only really effectively go Link Rebo there. Can I link you and try it out if your draw not hit the floor? I can have a wee look at it. Hearing Yu-Gi-Oh! To Magic Gathering Pokemon isn't fair because Yu-Gi-Oh's never ever in the beginning used any sort of energy or mana. Like every card game's slightly different in terms of thing anyway. Like I've played a little bit of Pokemon and a little bit of Magic, but they were a long time ago. Like I wasn't very good at those games. I've always been attached to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I do like the card art. I do like some of the different styles that you can play, and yeah, we got pulverized in that duel too. It's just been a bad start to the stream. We got the thought of probably dropping down to plat tier 2, which I don't really want to do. It will be a month where we struggle a little bit with Rescue Ace again, but it's just been very, how would I put it? Very dedicated to a lot of rank this month to get as many gems as possible and then invest in what will be a very competitive thing with me for next month. I think September will have a good pack. Check this deck price. I'll check this out at the moment. I am lost for words. How can people afford this? It's just absolutely insane to me. $55,000, and that'll be a lot more NZ as well. That is absolutely borderline insane. If my jaw could drop off my face, it probably would have then. It is absolutely insane to me. So yeah, we've just had a wee bit of a downturn in performance here. It's not as though we're struggling or anything. It's just we just haven't really drawn anything of significance. Yeah, we did have a couple missions here, which we need to complete. How's things, Mika Jamaica? Always great to have you on our stream. We'll spectate the live duel. We're over 2,000 gemmies, which is good. Just got to keep saving up. Obviously, we'll get 3,000 from the event itself. So yeah, like obviously we've touched upon building ice barriers when the support drops. Unfortunately, not Jamaica. I don't have the gen capacity. I'm going for September's pack, so that's why I'm sort of saving up a wee bit now. I'm hoping there's some good stuff in that one. Would love to build ice barriers too. It's just came around at a time where we're not got anything to really invest into them. I've got quite a few of the ice barrier cards as is. We'll just have a wee look what we have. Yeah, got a fair general share of them, you know, like they will add a few URs and that to that collection. Over time, we'll probably get them. Over time. So yeah, I'm really glad we've had a good discussion about like card design, the competitive aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's good to see the thoughts and that of people out there, you know, like there is some things I agree and kind of disagree with, but that's part of a healthy community, you know, like be able to put things on the table and sort of get people's viewpoints on certain aspects. IP card games are their own category compared to casino games. Anyone investing in Vice area will be hearing complain about how the game is going because the deck isn't going to pop off. It's what I'd label let me pop off. One of the, like I do as well, like with my decks that I play on my dual rooms. The sort of decks design where you can have a dual room where those sort of decks thrive a bit more because people are playing other things that you can have a good matchup with them, you know, like a fun sort of deck as you've labeled them and I labeled them as well. But yeah, I can see it. I can see it a million miles away from happening. I can see it happening. I've got to win this still. We don't want to drop down. Give me heads. I got heads. Okay, they'll be going second. Make me go second. I'm guessing you're investing in the Mika Jamaica. No, the interesting thing about my account anyway, Jamaica, is we might be able to build those sort of things very quickly. Just how I've structured this with getting all the staples and that we've got plenty of good options. Okay, we've got an imperm at least in hand. Naturium is going to be a bit of a handful. Might have to keep the imperm. Runic. Naturia Runic. Okay, so this is gonna be a hard match. I've got to get rid of this Fountain. So my goal usually with Runic Fountain is, in most cases, just get it off the field. But I like the thought of trying to banish it now, so that it's very hard for the Runic player to retrieve it. Yeah, after this game, yeah, we're gonna put the replays up. I've had Colt's one go up. We'll put your one up soon, Chef. But yeah, be interested to see what you're cooking up. But Rescos, but never use it. I think I'm gonna dismantle it. Yeah, like Rescos is sort of a fun build, but it's been a meta deck for a while, and it's just slowly drifting off with the new stuff coming in. Help me with my frog deck, 2K grind. I don't know enough about frogs. The only thing is I've never played them. If you want to send me a list, if you, how would I'll just see where you're on. What are you watching off Kick? Actually, I'll just have a wee look. I'll see if anyone can. I wonder if my Discord link pops up there. Yeah, if you click into that and go into my Discord, like I'm sure someone will be able to help you and assist with frogs. Oh, that is really bad. Really, really bad. Okay. Gonna have to play Imperm on Naturia Beast. Been trying to get a Royal Super Poly. There. So you're wanting help with the frog deck 2K grind. Are you looking to try and counter it in some way? Or I'm going to go here. We're going to imperm the beast. Oh, you need help with your pendulum deck. Okay, so you're playing frog. And you're setting up in that way. So Beast can send out its effect in that still by sending 2 away. I'll go here, send that away. I know a little bit about pendulums, not too much. Yeah, like I was interpreting into that as you're building a deck that was based on the frog archetype. Speaking of Super Poly, I think I'll need to get another couple copies of Super Poly in the long run. Like, I've got one at the moment. I'm probably going to be utilizing that in some pack. Resco starts to evenly match any back row destruction. It does, yeah. I've faced that fate a lot of time. Oh, you're new to this game? Okay, how long have you been playing for? Out of curiosity. Here. Ah, you're 4 hours into it. Okay, got you. Okay, that makes a wee bit more sense. We'll go emergency. Dodge the imperm. Lifter. bought 3 decks that cost 500 gens. Have been using that. Okay, so what we'll do, 2K grinders, I'll give you a few recommendations on how to start in this game, and then go from there. Pendulum Magician, well, the deck you're playing needs a lot of cards, you know, like UR, SR, and whatnot to compete. Very, very hard to replicate. I am going to go here as well. 2 cards away. New pack could possibly have cards that haven't been leaked, and I hope so. I hope they put something in for you to enjoy pop off. This could backfire on them a little bit. We're gonna go here. You hope nothing's in there so you can save. Castero is a great deck for this meta. I've seen a lot of Castero going about. Absolutely. I low-key think the Gate Guardian Castero pack is the best first pack to get it to go into. Castero wouldn't be a bad option to go into, you know? Like, generally, if you can get the Sword Soul, like, free structure there, that's the best way of going about getting into this game. The tactical Tridecks are not too bad either. Just for, like, the very lower plays there, this is a real problem for us. We're going to be dropping another duel, I'd say. Play. Trying to desperately get rid of that Preventer. Not Preventer, the Runic Fountain. The thing I've got to attack on during the main phase. So they should have Sunflare that goes out here. I'm going to be forced into an attacking position. Like, the good old adage sometimes, like, to really get into this game, like, investing in a new or relevant pack's probably a good idea as well, because that's what you're going to strike a lot on ladder as well. Beast is back, okay. Rare Sacred Tree. This is a pretty hard deck to play against, but we're just going to have to adapt. Enjoy a Blessing. Yeah, that's what I think as well. That's what I definitely think as well. We'll go here. Sometimes you got to dig deep in these sort of duels, you know, too. So we've got to play a pretty tactical game. So what I'll do is I'll take the Naturia Beast and then activate these main phase 2. Get a card drawn into play. Not bad we draw, actually, because they do play a little bit off that. Gonna go emergency here. Gonna go into reinforce. Amblo. I think we have to go Amblo Whale. No, I'm gonna keep Promethean and Preventer here because I've got the 2 Rescue Ace traps that'll be just useful if we go that route. I will just wait to my my main phase and then commit to the max seed. At least that Runic Fountain's going to be hard for them to extract anyway, so they're going to have to rely a lot on their Naturia engine. Hopefully you're noting some of this down 2k grind as well, just with, like, say for example, some of the things my chat and Twitch is suggesting. Yeah, just going for like the Sword Soul structure, the tactical try ones are not too bad either to sort of learn and... yeah, like, just have a grasp of looking at Master meta and that as well. Just see what people are, like, submitting and sort of watching videos on how to play is sort of always a good thing to do as well as Notoria Beast. Get a wee bit of dread of this. At least I've made this duel tough for them now. Like, they're going to have to work really... over time to get set up. I've got Emperor. Okay, that's not too bad. Just whale, Chef, you reckon? I'll never whale on like the Master Duel. I spend enough money on the TCG to be honest. Like over the years, that justifies sort of my contribution to the game in some capacity. Oh, Patrick's talent, okay. But that's not good. This game, they'll take Preventer. They'll know I've got 2 cards face down here. That is devastating. I think we survived the turn anyway, so that's fine. It's going to be a bit low on the points. I'll probably send away Preventer. Yeah, Sun will fall on the Rees. Like, those decks are easily obtainable. I do agree with that. How's things at Kuva Farmer? Mat Cup was done yesterday. It's all wrapped up for this week. It's usually not today. The only reason why I've had it on Sundays is because I've had either something on or I just haven't been motivated to play the game on that particular day. But yeah, just going back to our points, the next thing I'd like to talk about a lot in this game is how can they make cards more affordable in like the TCG? Obviously, things are starting to get a wee bit too expensive to try and keep up in the game. And yeah, like, love to hear people's thoughts. They're making things more accessible to players, not the select few. Like, I understand the competitive aspect, but you want to have people having access to the competitive stuff, like not having the sort of the substitutes that are not as good. Inflation says prices will never come down. So the way the OCG have done it, Fab, good to see you on the stream, by the way. They have printed, say, that Dragon Master card that's a fortune in TCG at the moment. They've made 3 different copies of it. They made a common printing, they made a maybe a super rare and ultra rare printing, and then they made a quarter century sort of printing of that card. So that it's whereas it's costs more to obviously get the more it spends a quarter century rare, but people can get the common and it does exactly the same sort of thing. That's the way they can do it, so they can still have their high rarity cards that people chase after. Like, people are always going to chase after those cards, but I'd like to see that incorporated in the TCG as well, so it's affordable for everyone. You know, like, you have your common printing, you have super rare or ultra rare printing of a card, and then maybe a quarter century or whatever they're doing at the time. Get my Preventer back. This is still a winnable duel for me, you know? Like, I'm just going to continue to work hard. I might have to take the Sunflower. Ooh, we're going Flashing Fire. You're going to get rid of my Preventer. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. It's fine. Got a Preventer conveniently enough in there. Try and force the issue. We'll get that back. Lovely. I'm digging deep in this still. I am trying to find a way of winning that. Okay, Extinguish is not too bad. I'm going to attack the Sunflower first here. I'm going to go into that phase. Tribute 1 Naturia monster in this card. Okay, so I can activate my effect, actually. We're good here. Can activate. Let's say I play here. We got emergency. Grab these. What's the extra deck's looking like? Moment. Gotta make this still hard for this opponent. Still find a way of doing things. We'll go here, send Impulse away. Activates. Yep, same duel, Resident Chef. I've hung in there, I've dug deep. I have to try and stay in there, I'm going to destroy that. Got Reinforced to kind of get rather than Nibiru at the moment, so we're trying to find a way of hanging in there. Like, the one thing I've got rid of the Fountain. Who won last night? Yugioh won last night. So Yugioh has won another title, and they're going to defense. Nice, go for that. Phase, battle phase is skipped. Now we're just starting to flex our muscles a little bit here. This is where we start turning the duel round. Evenly matched. Okay, that could have been used a bit earlier in the piece. Okay, not going to activate anything then. Not going to give you the drawers required. Got Banner sitting in there too, which is nice. Okay, the key to this is just hanging in there. Could have been a bit aggressive there. I don't want to give them too many cards with Naturia that sort of just combo off enough to sort of dislodge this board. Are they going to go into battle phase? I will reinforce my airlifter up. I've got Imperm to combat a situation. I've got Contain as well. Rescue could be used to bring back something like Airlifter to get HQ and then shuffle cards back. That could be the strat here. Gonna summon a runic card to the zone. Okay, it's all good. There's a few cards to the grave. I will Imperm probably the card at the right time here. This depends on which one they release onto the field. Still right in this still. This still's quite interesting at the moment for me. Like how we go about this with the moon and okay. Here. Okay. That phase is skipped again. Let them gain the 1,000. Gotta be still pretty sensible what we're doing. Going into Effect Valor, okay. Will be useful during the next turn. We will go Preventer. Oh, absolutely. Every day is a blessing. I totally agree with that. I will just send that face down. Go Alert as well. Got a bit of freedom on this turn now. HQ. Runic gaining life points is cheating. fair call. What do we got? What do we got that we can sort of surprise them with? I can return that with Unicorn. We'll activate. Desifter on a 4-match streak. We'll get them back. One of them back. And one of them back. Ooh, okay, another Turbulence. I'll take them every day of the week. I'm gonna construct this turn very wisely. Okay, Mole Cricket's fine. Force that Mole Cricket to do its thing. Okay. Mind Q, yeah, doing some rank battles today, absolutely. I will send evenly matched away. I don't want to get them Nibiru back. Your way. Diamond tier 1 at the moment. Let's go for them. Good card, good card, Mole Cricket. It has a lot for the Naturia part of the engine. Pulse. Brilliant dueling. Absolutely stunning dueling there to get that win. We found a way. That was just brilliant work to sort of hang in that duel and find a way of winning. That's what I emphasize at times. That was a good comeback there to get that W. Needed that too after a very average start. Good amount of gem collect too, another 20 gems. Not going to complain about that. That just keeps stockpiling those up pretty nicely. But yeah, like anyone can climb. As long as you know your deck inside and out, and it is relatively good in a competitive sense, and just knowing your opponent's deck pretty well inside and out, knowing what to hit, knowing what to target. Like a good pilot can take a deck places anyway. That's what I want to emphasize. We've got the replay from Chef coming up now after that long battle. Ban Maxi, that probably will happen in this game. Maxi is getting close to getting banned in this game with those Mole Charmy cards releasing. Might play a bit more once Raid Raptors come out. Oh, is this Hardlegs Masochist deck? Good on Hardleg. Hardleg's rated this stream a few times. Quite a good character in our community, you know. That Bad Maxi video is quite well thought out. Reload Savage. Oh, he's testing paleos at the moment. Oh, yo, good to see you in stream. How's your day going? Hope you're having a good weekend. Raid Raptors come out next week, I believe. I think it's next week. Raging Phoenix. Little Knight going in, and that's a very nice board there. Baron, Borrelo do a bit of work, and same with the Raging. So waiting for the Illusion support. What cards are Illusion missing at the moment, you know? Like, they probably need them to be a little bit more competitive. It wouldn't surprise me if they release them, say, in the next league as well. Like, they could just have one of those sort of packs next month. But Nightmare Apprentice and Master... or whatever they're called. I do like the Illusion when I see the replays and that in this chat anyway. They've got those sort of unique quirks about them that I quite like. Baron and SP are back. Baron is activatable again for face downs. Considering we have a ready spot that came out after, we should have it by now. And a good win there for Resident Chef against Hardly Gaming, a big stream in our community. Very much a really nice replay. But yeah, just speaking of the Raid Raptor stuff for me, like I opened up quite a bulk of them during the XC Cup. So I've got a lot of their cards. I just am missing just some really important ones. Like you need Arsenal Falcon, obviously Revolution Falcon would be quite nice, and but the nucleus of that deck's there, you know, like I could easily go into that if I want to. This is my main sort of list of cards that I want to craft over the next wee while. We just had our Patreon hangout earlier, it was a lot of fun. Good old Patreon. I think my brother's got one on his YouTube channel actually in terms of content. I'm gonna add the 2 super plays I need there to mix out there. I've got to add, I'm adding a few cards in that I think I will grab in the next wee while. So this list is just going to extend a little bit. Still putting an emphasis on trying to get some of these other cards though first. Right, let's continue on with our duels. Continue on, keep pressing forward. Obviously that duel was very, very memorable. But my advice for anyone, if you've got SP Little Knight and you are taking on like a stun deck like Runic, instead of trying to destroy that card, think about trying to get SP Little Knight out with like a Link or something that can sort of utilize its effect to banish the card off the field. Because there's absolutely little ways of them getting that back, and it sort of kills off their engine a wee bit. That part of the engine in particular. Like, they had to draw the cards, like, one off to try and out your deck, and with a deck like mine, I can just recycle resources back slowly and outgrind decks like that. Go first against Excalibur. Let's see if we can build on that win. Do we have the... Let's see what we need to go into. Display here. Don't have anything. Go HQ then. Haven't played in a long time. I've been demoted all the way to rookie. You'll probably enjoy it though, Mind Q. Like, you'll be able to sort of rebuild up your account and all that, and it's something that will you'll climb pretty easy, to say the least. I know how good of a player you are, you know. Just about did the old cardinal sin of playing a card face down before doing this. Put that in hand, so I'll go emergency. We will go rescue as well. Go reinforce. That face down as well. I might set something up. Not something with the Patreon, but some sort of a hangout, like in sort of different aspects of something not Yu-Gi-Oh related, potentially. People might enjoy. They give you a galaxy structure if you welcome back rewards too. I got 1,500 gens for returning. For a returning player, that's very hard to believe. With how much you've played this game. Although you have taken some breaks away from this. Birds, okay. Birds. We will go Effect Valor. Get this set up as well. I'm not going to use Preventer straight away, but I'm just going to make my intentions clear that they're not going to get anything out easy. Yep, the birds are not getting through that. Like, I got Extinguished to get one, flip it down. We can banish one as well, technically, even though it's not the best way of doing things. You're holding up for the Sword Soul cards to get refunded by Yi, but it didn't work. I really exploited that. I got a lot of returns for that Sword Soul structure myself. Speaking of structure decks, when was the last time they released a structure deck in this game? Like, it's been a long time. Was it the Origin of Galaxy one that they released? For Galaxy Eye? Was that their last one? I would have thought they would have did Ice Barriers like a structure instead of releasing them in the next week's pack. No, we've had a solo mode recent times. What would people like to see become a structure deck? Just in terms of a deck that's not meta or anything. It's not really rogue, but it's something that would be good for a new player, for example. Yeah, early stream today, Miz. Yeah, like usually Sundays I can sort of just get on reasonably early because I don't ever work a Sunday. I used to, and I didn't really enjoy work Sunday, so I just definitely asked to change very quickly. A Goki structure deck. I wouldn't mind playing them, Fab. I love playing them on Duel Links. what I have for them at the moment. So you need a lot of the SRs and the URs, but the cores are there, which is good. 3 strike success, so okay. DDD, yeah, DDD wouldn't be a bad one either. Right, let's get to our next duel here. We're 2 wins away from Diamond Tier 5 again. Let's see if we can get into that possibility. Pretty quickly, Tay. We're dueling Beast. Fairly cheap, and yeah, that's the sort of things I want to play, you know. Okay, we got Max C. Okay, that's not too bad. I've got an Effect Valor too. These Poplar may be able to get set up. 2 Turbulences are not very good in hand. Need this to go off, really. Good, it's resolved. Cool. Gives me a wee bit of hope. This is the Supreme King deck, I'm pretty sure. No, it's Blue Eyes. Is Blue Eyes going to get one of those tinny sort of results? I think it's this deck here that we're going against. Saw this the other day. Don't give me too much. Okay, all good. Just need a decent draw to sort of out the strategy that they're going for. Okay, they're going to go for the... What is it? Abyss Dragon? No. This one make DDD Rage, have an animation of his scarf blowing his rage, fixes his non-existent glasses. Smacks, okay. Need a good draw here. And perm, okay. Give people a Snake Eye structure force to confront the fire meter. Imagine the outrage that causes. Wait, haven't got much of a hand here. Hydrants. At least we got hydrants. I don't need to bring Poplar back. Really kills me off a wee bit here. That's game. I'd say that's game. That is really bad, that rivalry of the... Oh, I should have played Imperm on the rivalry road. That was a bit bad for me, but I need to defend anyway. Okay. Just the way it is. More likely getting a Gimmet Puppet structure. You reckon we'll get a Gimmet Puppet structure? Hey, all part of the game, like we discussed earlier, you know, like that's a strategy that is there. I have gotten rivalry in recent times for some of the decks I want to play. It's all part and parcel, it's all fair game. No, I couldn't go up another stage. I can go feed. I've got a few fire-related cards anyway that we can go into. Like, I'll be able to prevent her next turn and go all that. So I did effectively summon Poplar off that turn. I couldn't normal summon again. Didn't go the Diabellstar route. Discarding, drawing 2. Okay. Hopefully they're not 2 very good cards. But yeah, Blue Eyes White Dragon is one of those sort of decks. If they get something like this set up, they can cause a bit of a boil over at end phase. I'm not too concerned about that. Play at least a fire-themed line up to up to Embler Whale. So we got that tool at the very least. Be good if I drew something like evenly matched. That would sort of just swing everything off board and get back into things. Dragon, okay. Maybe a Gizmic structure deck that serves as a toolbox with other archetype with equivalent attack and defense for the small world. Dragon, okay, they're very well set up. I need evenly, really. Got in. Okay, what we got here? What activates? Cool, we'll burn that cool buy at the very least. At least Poplar has sort of been sacrificed in vain after them. You need more coin flip support, Fab, to torture me in duels. Kind of makes sense. Now we're locked into one type here. We're locked in machine, making things very, very awkward. I think Turbulence may be out on field with plays here. Fire Engine, Machine. Do we have any sort of machine type play? We can ambitiously... Probably not. No, we can't really do too much. We're locked out of most of our setup. Beast should be able to close this one out. Okay, we're good. Preventer here is going to be a bit annoying for them. That's what I'm sort of hoping. So they can flip down one of their plays. If they destroy, I can at least bring back maybe the Hydrant into defense mode. Yeah, play Telephone FTK there, Fab. Good way to go. They've got the Chaos. Double the damage is 8,000 on this, by the way. Can I flip that down? Can't target it. She's game. She's game. I can't target that card. Oh, double only on defense. True. Yes. So we're still in the still. I can flip down the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. That's one thing I can do. Just need something that can break open this game. Just don't know how we're going to get up to certain aspects. They've locked me out of certain cards. I need that at a certain amount of power to even take that out, but you just never know in this game. If we just draw the right play, we can get rid of that play would be nice. That there. Just losing 1,200 there at the moment. 700 points with very little way of getting out of this. Can't get the necessary momentum just to get the 4 wins and then the Diamond 5. I'll just... How are you going to return that? Right, give me evenly matched or something, just to throw a spanner in the works. And then I can sort of try to build up a board. Got evenly matched. Okay, we'll go to battle phase then. I'll probably keep Chaos Max on the field. I've just got to try and get an Underworld on the field. Had to will that into existence like the Pharaoh. got it somehow. Come on, Beast. Come up with your... Okay, they're keeping Rivalry on the field. That's probably not a bad strat. I'll go Turbulence, though. We found a way. Found a way again. We are... I was just about to surrender that. What a play. Great comeback. Oh, that is just unbelievable drawing. Right, just gonna get this one now. Just open up that to sort of just calm the nerves a bit. Those are sort of the moments you live for in this game. You just need that draw the out play. I drew it. The Turbulence was just going to set up a bit of back row just to sort of help me out. I didn't really have much in the tank there left. Interesting they kept Rivalry on the board. We'll go first. Hopefully you get a good hand here. I really want to get out of the plat ranks and into where I need to be, which is Diamond. So hopefully we get just a good hand or just a good person that surrenders pretty quickly and just gets us off to a good start. Our hand is not too bad here, actually. That's a good hand. We send the emergency away. So I've got to play with Preventer. I think we protect our asset here. To think that I could have been Red Dragon Archering versus Black Wings, the only things that matter were the Floodgate and the Blowout. Decent hand here too, so we'll go SP. SP Little Knight's a big one for us. Set up. Probably the rescue wouldn't be a bad one to grab potentially. I was gonna go that line of play, and that would have been the slightly better line of play there. But it's still the board I was envisioning with an SP and Turbulence there. The Link Revo wouldn't have been a bad idea though. I should have probably extended on to that play. I was thinking about that play, but I didn't want to I wanted to go with what I thought was going to work on that particular turn for us. So hopefully we're lucky enough. Probably get our own Just Desserts and they'll go battle phase evenly. Yeah, it's a big call without Hydrant. It really is. This is Yugioh then. Okay. Use this map. Okay. Just let it go. Right. Very, very clever about this. Yeah, we definitely needed to pop off. Yeah, I made the slight error of not putting Hydra on the board. We've still got a good board, but it could have been a bit better with the Hydra having the additional effects of this. Beckoning Beast. Okay, we got Phantom Yugioh. Okay, I will immediately deal with that. Yugioh Dynamorphia sounds pretty spicy. Okay, we'll do this. We'll play this. And extinguish there straight away. That forced them to go super poly, okay. Drag another swamp, okay. Game's pretty depleted now. That helps us. We'll pop Nightmare Throne. It's a big turn for us in the scheme of things. Yes! We're up to Diamond already. That was the statement we need to do at the start of the season. We're up to Diamond Tier 5. Let's go. Playing some pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh! Midley, even though the slight mistake in the last duel. Like, I have been very consistent so far. Like, even though I was in only plat rank, we're up to Diamond straight away. So that's exactly what we want to be at. 2,292 gems. We need them to start stockpiling pretty quickly. Hey, my celebrations make the streamer. Like, I'm just excited to win. I'm playing reasonably well, playing to a good enough standard to cause some problems. We need to get that bit of flair in. I finally can snipe you in rank now. Pop off. Are you in the same rank? Eh? I'm just gonna swap decks temporarily to our. Is it? I think I can play Zodiac in this mission. Yep. Zodiac it is. Blackwing is a retired build now officially. Did I put it in my yeah, just bear with me. Okay. No, I don't want to go there. You love the celebrations. The best one was when I got XE Cup done. That was the golden moment because I was just struggling so badly on that event. Where's Blackwing? Oh, it is retired to Worm deck. Yeah, saving those gems for the September pack. Pentagon. So my thought is pick up whatever is there and then go back to what we're doing after that. Once we've got the deck, we can sort of stockpile our gems for a few months, tidy up a few of the other ones. Anyone want to see that moment live on stream? I'll put it up for a bit of a laugh. I've got Twitch up conveniently enough. We'll go video producer. Where is it? Where is that highlights? One more time. Yeah, we'll put it up for one more time, eh? Like, I don't bring this up too often. Epic Sandom was a pretty cool card, you know. I don't know if you guys... I think you guys can see that. bring this up. Here we go. See the moments in this. I hope that's popping up on the stream. I think it is. But yeah.
I think they've got us here, personally.
I was just so tense in this moment because I had no extra deck left. I'd used all my Zodiac plays. The face down was thinking, oh, they've got something that would just get another monster out that would just cook us. This still had gone on for about half an hour, by the way, for the event itself. So I played this for a little bit of extra attack just in case that was going to combat us. Taking with the Driver Vespinito. And I clicked it, Unending Nightmare, but I didn't process on the fact that I'd won the duel. So that's the only thing they could destroy. Paid the 1,000.
Yes!
The jubilation. The jubilation of getting that win. Makes me laugh every time you see that sort of stuff. Yeah, chat's usually pretty quiet around that time too, fair, because it's early morning in America at that time, and probably woke up a few households that night, but I was just so jubilant because I'd got the result. But yeah, I've got about 2 minutes of the footage there. Like, I only put it up for the celebration. Want to see Match Spectre or Chimera replay? Of course, Scroll, put up the replay. But yeah, hopefully I have more memories like that, but like... Said, yeah, I'm done with Savette. I was really, like, for that event itself, I probably had over 200 duels in it, trying to get up to DV19. That was nothing wrong with having passion for it. And yeah, exactly. It's why I enjoy the game for. I live for those sort of moments. And even the duels we had today, those 2 duels that I had for that mini climb up to Diamond there before, I could have easily, like me a couple of months ago, would have surrendered those duels, thinking, oh yeah, I'm out the door. I hung tough. Wait, say that one more time, Ed. Come out just as you responded. Yeah, I just put up the replay. I'm not too bad in terms of those. Yo, Silver Wolf Alpha, great to have you on our stream. Yeah. Another thing in the next couple of months too, I want to do another subathon for chat, but we're going to do it in a bit of a different way. I'm going to have a big masochist challenge going where people can sort of say, for example, if they don't like a card that I'm playing, or if it feels I'm getting too much out of the card, they can say donate 10 bits, 50 bits, whatever, remove that card or dismantle that card. I've got a wee plan in terms of a fun subathon in the next couple of months. So it won't be until I get off work, obviously, though. Didn't even finish the missions before level max, with so many people screaming they saw him on purely, so I had to play the extra XE cup. 60 card deck duel room with pop off. That will happen, pop off, once I open up the theme duel room. We will in the following weeks. So obviously we'll do random generators one next week and that. If you have to remove cards, you need to add them also. Yeah, we can add cards in. I've got the concept in my mind, like people can say add in this card. It could be the most useless card in the row, but I've got to play it. But yeah, like that's how I'm going to do my masochist challenges, like in a subathon environment for like 2 weeks. But I'll still log into this account and whatnot, do my dailies and that every day, and just get that set up for that. So you can add my floodgates to your deck. And that's if we get them in the masochist challenge, you know. It's going to be within the parameters. Like, obviously it'll be in your account and everything like that. We get our 5 master packs to build our deck, and Magic Spectres are pretty cool, you know. I like the Pendulum deck. Someone used to play this against me all the time and always beat me at it. Jerry Beansman at 3, let me pop off and want me to get Jerry Beansman into the build. So I'll give people what I'm thinking for the masochist challenge for me. Mine will be hard the most. Lauren's here on the masochist again. I have to get the cards first. Wasn't the replay intended? What one are we putting up, Squall? Let me know. I'll get that one up as well. Oh, WCS. Yes. Oh, this one here against Pikachu. That's the one we're watching. But no, I'll write out some rules in that for that a bit later on. I know some people are going to completely sabotage the deck anyway, but in all in good fun, you know. We will try to climb the best we can. They can be, and with the added thought of getting stream involved and whatnot, will be super enjoyable as well. People could say for example, donate bits or something, for example, in this challenge, and say you can't open up your pack that you gained. You have to skip it and stuff like that. So then I'm stuck with no gains. Yeah, the 60 card duel room will be reasonably fun. Those are the sort of themed duel rooms that I want. Like some of the, I'll go over some of the challenges that people have come up with for that. I don't necessarily like them all too much, but they are people's suggestions that we will honor. Shall we? Write it in somewhere. So Michael Farrell, the one that we're going to do on the 16th of August. XE, Pendulum, Synchro, and Link decks. No Ash Blossom, no Maxi, Cool by Wooden and Beru is one that come up with. Val wants a goat format duel room, which won't be too bad. Like we'll get all the list of cards that were around that time. Samoa's Legacy pack only. That's a pretty nice one as well. And then we had Cloud with a special win condition one. But yeah, the one for Michael is not the greatest of ones. But I will honor Michael's wish. It could be fun. It may not be. We're into the illusion stuff here. This is the illusion deck that needs more support, if I'm not mistaken. Going into Guardian Chimera. Zeus has been negated there. But yeah, that's what I want to design the duel rooms around for. So people can play like Lear Lab and cook up some crazy things. The duel room tomorrow is designed for that as well. Like I just play my non-meta related stuff, and I have a really good time. I've really been impressed by the turnouts for those duel rooms. Really, really impressed, because I didn't think we'd do all too well since we're a ranked sort of stream predominantly. But the Wednesday one when we're learning as well, like people come in and play what they need to play, and yeah, I get a lot out of the time that we get for those. But I'd love to get people's thoughts. Are people liking the structure of these streams like during the week now, just with the 3 duel rooms? Obviously the 2 ranked streams during the week as well, along with other things. Yo, NZ Slug, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome into the community too. Appreciate you coming in today. Yeah, like I said, I'd love to hear people's thoughts. Have I got the balance about right? Would people like one on the weekend instead? Like, say, for example, today, should we have the themed duel room on this day instead? It's just got to get the right sort of balance for the stream. Especially with us playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Most of the time. Highly interactive, the format has great variety. I appreciate that, Fab. Like any feedback's good feedback, you know? Like, I want the format in a way where you can take a break from ranked. That's what it's designed for, and play some different builds. That's why I'm playing all these different things now, because we've got enough decks. That's what I was building up to for a couple years, is getting things like Cyber Dragon built, Zodiac built, Time Thief, Adventure Prank, Suship, S-Force. But yeah, like, just S-Force created a really cool highlight a couple of days ago. I like showing this replay. TV Bear, if you're watching, I do apologize, but this is a replay that I really enjoy doing. Gives me a chance. But yeah, exactly, and that's what I like seeing. Let me pop off. I don't care if I lose all my duels in the stream in the duel room, as long as people are enjoying absolutely dominating and having fun. That's exactly what it is. End of Maneuvers is such a trolley card. But this was a duel against Yugioh with S-Force that I won. Like, I got a reasonable setup. I hung tough in the duel. I'm starting to sort of get the grasp of this deck now, and it's quite a fun wee engine for just these sort of environments here. Obviously, TV Bear was just learning this at the moment, but Yugioh, in most cases, should win this particular match. I did make it hard, however. Let's go to Yugioh. Tino. Bell. There's Sword Yama. This shows you how much gas this deck has, you know, they attack into getting rid of the Edo there. Swapped out End of Anubis for King Tiger Wanghu because of the Yubao decks running around. King Tiger catches a few people out still. Retroactive. This is the eternal favorite. Gravitino, grabbing S-Force Chase again. Going into Night Chase. I should have went Night Chase to the first turn. I would have got the bonus on the drawer, but go Justify here. Justify swinging that into my zone. Banishing. Yeah, like, I was just happy all the cards are just peacefully banishing, you know? Like, I was playing specifically in their zones. Probably could have waited there and tell you the truth, but that's been banished again. Plant Bird Anaconda. What I cleverly done there, because I knew they were going to do something, I just returned a whole lot of stuff back, reset the Amateur Chronicle. I made a little mistake in this one. I should have probably hit the Grave Skirmer there. Justify swinging that there. Negated. I take a wee bit of a hit there in terms of damage, but remember we'll win. There's a guy at locals that plays Cascara and they've never hated Shifter so much in your life. Oh, we'll be playing Shifter next month too, by the way. Yeah, Neos Wiseman was in that Yubel's player's hand in that one. But yeah, that's the sort of things that I like to see in a duel room. That's my first duel room replay ever. I don't really save replays all too often. But they are the enjoyable ones that I that I get out of that particular one. Swapped out. Yeah, okay, I read that one. But yeah, I think my next target, like in terms of those fun sort of builds that we've been talking a lot about today, is Usatic. Yeah, obviously Usatic is. I've got all the core of the engine. I just need to get my Serpentine Tron, and I'll probably get this Super Heavy Samurai card somewhere down the track. I don't know when I'll get this finished. But yeah, that's sort of the next project on the line. I'm not going to be able to build anything this month. At least these mods are on the tube forever. Yeah, and I only picked up that deck about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Cloud, too. You just gotta set up your S-Force board, right, and then get that trap, and then you can bounce a lot of things back, and then you can start working out a way to get your Justify out, and then start banishing things, and that's what that deck can do, you know? Like, it's never going to be a world beater. It's probably never going to do that for a long time again. Barrier statue, get locked game 1 and hit with evenly game 2. Hate to see it. I'm all for the barrier statues getting banned now. Like, that's too toxic what they do. It's supposed but they can't SP from the force. I've kept Terrestrial, so I'll go back to the other one here. I've had enough fun stuff as of recently, and also have too many medics. I don't play like Rescue and Fire King Snake, so I want to be more precise what I aim for. I'm a shocker for that shrub. I'm a really say for example they just ran okay good. I want to go back to Zodiac here just briefly to get my summons. Cheeky wee clear the challenge sort of build. But yeah, my gems are been saved up for Tempo, and I'm going to use my dual pass to clean up whatever I need to sort of make the deck as optimal as possible. Don't mind going second. I'll laugh if they play something like Cascara and then I have the answer for it. I have to build like it. I want to build a thing for every mechanic in this game. So the way I think they're going to go is they're going to make a lot more cup theme events. Centurion, okay, we're probably not going to blast through Centurion. Made it a diamond last season with Magic Spectre. People scooped to the Secret Village. Yeah, of course, Secret Magic Spectre been some of them been Spellcaster, with not all of them. What's the next big fusion deck? Let me pop off. That's coming out. think I'm gonna hold on building Exo and Safer for Fiendsmith Engine and White Forest. Might be a couple months away, Shrub. Hopefully you do get them when the opportunity arises. And I'm just going to go about my way of doing things. Like, I've got template completely on my mind now. That's what I think I've settled on and what I want to build. Right, so we've got a few players. We're at PR. I don't mind the effect valor there. That's not going to bother me. I'll go Fire Formation Tenki. But yeah, I can totally see the Fiendsmith and White Forest engines going into the next cycle after the World Championships. Your next deck is probably Paleo after Antonio kicked your butt with it. Paleo is a very good deck at the moment, Fab. I like how the engine plays. Like, the transaction rollbacks, if you get them in that graveyard, and you get like elemental bursts in there, you get other little things that, like, Paleo are just so resilient. Centurion. Can't wait for my Yugioh overlays. How long did I submit for that too? It must have been about a week and a bit ago. So we have a wee gander to see when that was sort of placed, that order. I just have a wee look. It was a fair while ago. I did ask for it around the 13th of last month. Sometimes I just want to activate a card like Branded Fusion and get materials from anywhere. Branded are always going to be a thing, I feel. Like, it's just one of those sort of decks that just fit well in all formats. Wish it wasn't limited in Master though. Probably could have stopped that play there. I am going to be cheeky about this though. I'm just going to go about summoning 3 times. It's 1. White Forest Runic at the moment. 2. Allow me to go 1 more and I'll be a happy person. Thank you. Hammer Kong, that is our dailies done. Complete. Wait until I hit Diamond 5 before I started doing this mission. I'll just go Zodiac Barrage then. Gonna just build up enough really to attack directly here and just try to sweep the board. Good question, Fab. I don't know at this stage. It just depends on when they release, you know, like next month's our pack and they'll be probably our deck for a few months at the very least, so they've sent that away. Okay, we can't really do too much. I'm staying in the still anyway because I've got that daily done. I only have to do that once per stream normally. Yeah, it all depends, really. Like, I probably won't. I'll probably just be with Tenpai for probably till Christmas time. Although in saying that, I do want to start playing a new deck every month on ranked, but that will be a long way down the pipeline. I'm in the fortunate position if I invested in Fiendsmith, I can play like Fiendsmith, Snake Eye, and things like that. Jerusalem will just negate. Just end the duel. You don't need a muck round. You've got your 3 cards that can attack on board. But yeah, Fiendsmith's a pretty crazy engine. You're not sure about Tenpai. I'm going to play it regardless. I'm going to enjoy that deck as far as it is. Tenpai seems like an all-or-nothing deck. Either OTK will get clapped up, and that's how I'm going to live and die by that deck. How we go about our business in this over the next wee while. But yeah, I've got to invest in something that's different from Rescue Ace. Rescue Ace is probably going to go an extra month too long. I need something new. I hope I get something good alongside the Tenpai as well, that I can sort of play that outside of that as well. That's in the pack. Yeah, the good old Crusadia streams. They were fascinating streams, just building up the big old Equalmax play and doing double the damage. Good fun with those. At least that's missions done. Just over 2,300 gems now. Okay, without terraforming, how will Mars still get that field spell for Tenpai? Yeah, it's a lot of things I've got to try and work out, like if it's the right investment or not for me. Oh, like when it arrives, we'll give it a crack. $75 days away, chat, from 1,000 consecutive login days to 75 more days. It's just a crazy amount of duels that we've had to do. I want to get that record a lot better too. I want to get it around 50%. It's not too bad as a free to play, but it needs to keep moving up. And see how many summons I've done. It's absolutely crazy. 78,578 special summon mons, 22,632 links, less than 100 pendulum summons. That will change eventually. Had a decent amount of Synchro XC summons and ritual summons. Right, let's get back to Rescue Ace. That was just a one-off with them. You scoop too much for those stats. I stay in a lot more duels than probably what I should, but that's just how I go about things. Some nights I just surrender like crazy. It depends on what you're playing against. This is where the real climb begins for me. Like, this is where normally we start each season. Okay, next C. Okay. Got Effect Valor. Got a decent play of Hydrant, Impulse, and Preventer. Definitely scoop for efficiently unless it's a spicy that they might watch to see if they're a noob or not. Okay. Just reading that card. I think they can summon from here. Lab are pretty well set up if that's the case. Probably could have used Effect Valor admittedly on that one. So just giving them dogmatic punishment. I ain't gonna lie, this is a pretty nicely set up board, so there's no point activating Maxi in that situation. I just read that card carefully, and then Effect Valor in that may have been a slightly better move. Go Maxi now. Hoping to get... they go Max C themselves. Okay, there's draws galore going on. Maxi going wild on this one. I've got alert. Okay, alert's not too bad. Fire engine. Annoying thing is Max C's going to give them so much card advantage. Got such an annoying setup here. Nightmare Phoenix. Skill drain has just made things incredibly difficult. We've got the dogmatic punishment. Gonna send away outer entity Entis. We're gonna lose both these cards here. Just a situation mind cue there. Where you got to admit the lab player set up quite nicely. They had a good start here. And yeah, like I don't have the answer for it sadly on that one. I needed probably something like Feather Duster or Evenly in my hand. We didn't get that one. And the crazy thing about this is the Daruma Cannon is just going to send everything else away when I try to set up. So that's... Oh, joys of Maxi. Alive. I think people have been playtesting a lot of the Mole Charmy cards as well. People played like Yu-Gi-Oh! Mega and like other sort of Wii formats where that card is sort of getting any play at all. Like they got the Pirella, you got the Furoros as well. Which one's getting the more sort of attention? We're effectively cooked in this still, because the thing is, like, even this, Not going to win us anything. So we are going to make the tactical call and surrender that one. I'm going to be right back, everyone. I'm just going to go grab a drink and we'll continue on what we're trying to achieve for the day, which is to try and get up a bit in Diamond. Let's get back into it. Decent enough hand. The Imperm's okay. The call buy is alright as if. Well, so I don't want probably like Imperm or an Ashen hand. No, really ideally. Should I Imperm that? Key part of the Centurion deck is getting the Trudea and Primera plays set up. Phase. We've got a call buy for Maxi. We should be able to push for win here. Evenly is not a card that I need. Okay, you are shotgunning your Maxi. We will call buy. Wanted Seeker of Simple Spools. Don't mind the Ash there. I've still got plays, which is the main thing. More important thing is I'm able to establish my board, which is the key thing to this. Yeah, GG's. They're always going to struggle on that duel, especially after the negate on the first turn. They had to pass. They tried to shotgun Maxi to draw advantage. We stopped that. Dragon James, yo, good to see you on stream. Hopefully having a good day so far. We're having a splendid day. We're on a bit of a roll. We've played some pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh! In the important moments today. We are in Diamond ranked officially now. Good to see those gems stockpiling too now. Like, I'm pretty confident we'll be at 2,500 tomorrow. Partway through next week, we'll be at 3,000. And that's even before the the, what do you call it, the festival or cup if they have one. So yeah, very happy with where we are sitting gem-wise at the moment. Hopefully when that event starts sometime next week, we get it done quickly and we're around about the 6,000, 7,000 mark. Just got to find a way of being disciplined. I can't sort of stray off and like, hey, I'll spend a couple of thousand trying to get some other projects done. We've got to get a good new meta deck. Play hand is it's okay. Yo, Don Cameron, too. Welcome into the stream. How are you today? We'll send that away. If we get stopped here, we'll have to imperm kick Carlos. Allow that to go. Good. That's resolved. Oh, okay. They lost the Super Poly. Meta Noise will be able to grab a card in hand. Now to look at all the decks I made in this game, I realized I wasted a lot of gems. Hey, as long as you had fun along the way learning those, Mind Q, that's what it's all about. Your day's been something with sleepy all day. Just woke up from an hour of sleep. Those decks would have been good for the purpose of the time that you were playing them. Just getting happiness away. We are committing to the tier board. Like, everything that I build has at least some sort of purpose, you know? Like, we will get an additional draw here. Another emergency, okay. I might imperm that. Slowly working on Centurion. Distilling Centurion before, actually. Stop that there. Hoping they special summon just a little bit more Telements Castero. He's okay. I got one card out of that. I have stopped the play a little bit. Drawn into Preveno. Okay, at least we've got to play with Preveno now, which is nice. Maxi will be cool bides. The ones who regret making the most of TG and Outer guys never regret what you build. Like every deck has a purpose, you know. Like Tech Genius is a fun archetype to have a wee look at, and those sort of things. Outer guys have had new cards in recent times. They're reasonably fun. I did have Outer guys for a while on stream. I was playing. Yes, you're okay. So this is the danger that I face here in this duel. Send away the Preventer, sadly. This is the thing we're up against. We're up against a deck that mills quite cleverly here, so Terrific Karma will get a card out of that. Mills have been a bit average for them. That's helping me out a little bit. But yeah, no, I'd never regret building anything in this game. I just see it as an opportunity to sort of play sort of different things in the game. Like after I've built whatever's in the September pack, we will go and finish off some other projects. I want to build Usatic. That's on my wish list to build. Other things here, we've got tier. Sending another top 3 away. I need Turbulence to be in hand. We'll go there. High rate draft in that card. How far away are you from completing Centurion there, Dragon James? Starting Squad made that deck and it's pretty fun. I need 2 more URs for that. And I don't know when I'll pick them up because I'm a stickler for picking up decent staples. I've just got to keep thinking of what cards are going to benefit me long term when I gradually sort of get these cards. So I've added a few cards on my list today. I added Super Polys and Heavy Storm. I do see those cards from my perspective getting a wee bit of use. Rude Carlos. Okay. Sadly, this is game. That card there prevents me from doing anything. We'll probably surrender that gracefully. The Golden Lord itself, I do have the Golden Lord. Weirdly enough, I do have 1 copy of it conveniently for something of some use. But yeah, so many fun things that we could potentially build. Like another one that I've talked about a little bit briefly at times is Triamid. I have to get like the Sphinx at 2, but once we get that's a really fun deck to play, alternating between the 3 main field spells that they have and loading there as well. Pulse. What other ones that I want to build? Magnets will be kind of fun to play.
Booyah! Who's the man?
Yo, Suction Cupman 649. I appreciate the follow there. Good to have you in a stream as well. Magnets are another one that I could easily go out and sort of grab and get all the components for. Just little engines like that I'm sort of looking for at the moment. As you can see, I've got a lot of cards in this game. A ton of cards. So as we scroll down the list. Like, obviously, some of these cards are cards that I probably won't pick up for a long period of time. You pulled Zeus. Yo, nice pull in getting Zeus there, Dragon James. You can tell I've been playing a while anyway, because this is a crazy thing. Like, all the normal cards I've got at 3 copies, which is insane. Rares are getting pretty close to getting 3 of everything there, too. Obviously, there's some cards hidden in here somewhere that I've got majority of the cards for. SRs. SRs were sort of making some good headway on that as well, actually. Like, there is still quite a few to go. Getting SRs. But that list over time will gradually sort of deplete. Probably by next year, we'll probably have that slashed in half. URs, we're still got to get a lot of URs, but hey, that's part and parcel of the game. Get to our next stowaway while we're at it. Yeah, probably not a bad idea throwing Golden Lord in to that deck. We do have a Golden Lord emote, actually. It's Dot for Frankie's one. Where is it? We do have the Golden Lord one. Finished a very budget version of Trickstar. Yeah, very affordable Trickstar. Very, very affordable. We'll go here. We've got Wanted. Got the tools here to really set up quite nicely. So 1 for 1 will probably be almost the casualty for this one. Get rid of Evenly. We're going to get rid of Evenly because, yeah, we're going to have cards on field. And Evenly's not going to be efficient for us. It's more of a go second card that for me. That's what I'm using it for. Get another draw into the graveyards. Yeah, very, very well done. Drawing into another Dear Bowstar. We can utilize 1 for 1. I can go Turbulence. double hydrants. I'll show you my build after this, Dragon James, too, like, just so you can compare what people are doing with that build. Yeah, not a bad choice, Trickstar. I did play it in a recent festival that they had. It did pretty well for me, actually. Or it may have been a tryout build that we had it for. I think it was the Skull Invitation event that I played that, and I played quite a bit of it, too, to get through things very quickly. Contain. We've got the rescue that we'll have in mind. Emergency. We'll go extinguish. Put a counter for the M City. Diabell Star, okay. We will be aggressive on the Diabell Star. We'll contain. I don't want them getting their original Sinful Spoils card out while I'm trying to focus on that other part of their engine. Two cards remaining for them. Eight here is fine. We'll go. Got no play really for rescue either. Okay, we've got to keep that in mind. Okay, we'll let that go. We're gonna have to banish a whole lot of stuff here to even get that set up. This is not good for them. had them covered there. That was game. Good. Right, just gotta keep buckling down here to try and get some of these dolls. To see where Shifter falls in here. I know I've got a heap of copies of that card somewhere in here. I was going to show Dragon James the Trickstar build that I had. Sorry, Dragon James. I'll get that up for you the next duel. But yeah, just generally going along with the first 4 days of how we've gone about our dueling on ranked. We've been really, really good so far this season. I'm just going to keep going evenly matched. Couple of board removal tools. Good. Okay. Just got Plat, Fab on the move. I like the idea. I could have dueled your Fab if I had stayed in rank. I'll probably go Max C. Oh, they're gonna go linkage, okay. Oh, they have to go linkage. Talent sent away. Not my luck, I'd strike you, Fab. You happen to have your big play set up. This is a pretty good situation we find ourselves in. So they've burnt the Ash away, and they've got no triple tactics either. So that's fine. Can't attack with Hayate this turn. You're gonna build up your play. Although it went to Shizuku and ended the turn. Take a look at my hand. Oh, they're going to draw 2 cards. I was going to say, if they look at my hand, they'll see the sheer horror of seeing a choice between Feather Duster and Evenly Matched to get rid of. Oh, okay. What are you playing on ranked at the moment, Fab? Zeke. I don't know what the Sky Striker player is trying to achieve, but okay, going Kaina. This is real bizarre. Just sort of watching this sort of unfold on the stream. There's Kagari. Okay, Kagari can at least pull them back to something like their linkage with their space card. I just would have went Shizuku and grabbed the card that they needed and just were being done with it instead of sending it all into this. Ah, okay, that makes more sense now. They're going to go Pot of Avarice to try and draw another couple with a lot of cards in hand. They're going to put all them back. I was thinking what their line of play was going to be there. Evenly matches the better play here for the Sky Striker stuff. Harvey's Feather Duster at least gives them a chance of getting stuff back. And Perm, okay, you go on there. We know the card that is in Perm. It's a really convenient drawer. Okay. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, like Sky Striker, I don't think relevant in the game at the moment for Duel Links, but nice set cards, Bozo Hex. Yeah, I was hoping they would look at my hand and see the sheer horror of having to choose between Harpy's Feather Duster or Evenly. They got an activatable card. I'm just curious what they're going to try and sort of conjure up. Down, that's no worries. We'll go Hydrants. Let's do some cooking. Grab Turbulence, always a must to grab. Gonna be a bit aggressive in this one. Yeah, doing good on Never Bloom, actually. Yeah, we're just having a good old time doing our thing. Extinguish. Alert. Get all our options down. Looks like an lose alert. Hasn't scooted, so Nib potentially. Could well be Nimbiru. Could well be. Play the duel sensibly then. Yeah, I was just trying to play around the Nibiru a wee bit there, admittedly, so they will negate Turbulence. I will continue to attack. A lot of work for the Sky Striker player to do to get back into the duel. But yeah, to everyone, hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. Good to see some new faces in the stream once again, and returning viewers as well. We've had plenty of discussion points about Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. I did watch a very interesting podcast, Hard the Cast. I don't know if people watched that with Far From Joshua Smith. Their special guest today was Jess Robertson, a former European champion and whatnot that's recently quit the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! For various different reasons. I hope people have watched that podcast and sort of took in some of the things that are sort of not really good with Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, and I'd love to hear people's thoughts if they've seen that particular video. Seemed to be a good bit of conversation around that. If anyone's got anything to add, if they've seen it, would be great. Waiting for them to try and conjure up the next move. We've got Contain if they try to take one of our plays. So that's fine, they can take Preventer. Gonna go for Vienna and grab another card. Fine. Okay, you're gonna take my Turbulence, okay. That's pretty wild that they've had that a cup the third time. Still terrible. I've got a wee bit of a chance here potentially this turn. What's their other card in hand? I reckon they're going to win this turn. I have that feeling they are going to be pretty well set up. Seek. Kagari into grabbing Linkage. I think this is game. I should have just probably stuck with what I was going to be doing. Could have went Emergency on that play before, though we'll draw another card. Yeah, just been outplayed there. That was just a bad read from me. We could have did that a wee bit better in that sequence. It's not game yet, but yeah, like I've just got to get my bits and pieces back on field. We should be okay-ish here. Another card drawn. Reincarnations are good to have, Dragon James, though. Like, it just banishes, like, a set of 5 cards. Okay. We're pretty good. We're still pretty good here. Still got some relatively nice plays that we can sort of utilize. And I've got the ability to get Airlifter back, HQ, shuffle a lot of things back. This is actually a really good scenario that we find ourselves in. So we'll go Preveno. Preveno's at 1800s. Yeah, we'll Disscussion at the end of the turn. Just put a spanner in their works. While I'm doing this sequence now, just so I can be a bit of a pain in the neck. Yeah, that's the thing, right? We're just trying to work out what that is at the moment. Go Promethean Princess. Activate. Grab that. Max C, okay, that is really not fun to see Max C in the hand. HQ is certainly the card we'll grab. Yeah, should be definitely be able to, you know, like that is certainty. Do we bait here? Let's play some cards back. Set up in the grave. It's not quite Zelanis. Yeah, it's gonna have to do. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I will get something out of the Max C here. I will go that. I just want an additional card. I want to be able to potentially summon another card. That could be the make or break of this turn. That Ash is gone. Okay, that's a wee bit unfortunate with that. Emergency down. That's just going to be contained. Easy enough. Drain the Sky Striker player of just the resources that they can potentially go in for. Okay, we will go the emergency here, get contained, set back down, because I will be playing rescue the following turn. Not quite have the tool spell to finish him. Just note, Dalian, I don't have Raging Phoenix or anything like that. I would have gone that line if I had it. Just not quite there in terms of that. There, we'll go. Old turb down. It's fine. I'm just going to go emergency preventer, send preventer away and get turbulence back that way, so it doesn't really worry us. It's just the one card that revealed from their play. Cards are activatable from the back. That's Contained Sense. I wonder if I got a lot of life points in the bank. This Sky Striker player has been very resilient so far. Engaged. This could be a bit of a rough one. Widow Anchor can take control of probably the Amber Whale, and it gains turn for each link monster in the graveyard. That's a massive boost to any player. That was pretty unlucky, to be honest. Oh, they're going to go battle phase. They're going to not do it. What are they doing? Do they screw up there? Is Lightning Storm worth even playing? Where is it trash? It's good for it just depends, really, like how far in the game you are at the moment. Like, cards, the removal cards these days are like Feather Duster. Heavy Storm's probably a bit more viable. Ragikis. Just trying to think why they didn't Widow Anchor me there. That was so weird. Got the ability to maybe close this out now. Just weakening that, going that side, that's fine. They'll use Amber Whale here. Gary. Slightly depleting them out, but yeah, good to see in Team Terracat. Yeah, but your big cards that are destruction cards, a Feather Duster evenly is a good card to sort of banish things. And yeah, like Heavy Storm's not too bad either at the moment. Lightning Storm had its time and place around a couple years ago. It's not as sort of good. It's just depending on if you got nothing on field. ZQ, sure. Set. Okay. I need a good drawer. I just need a good drawer here just to sort of power our way through. They got that here as well, so they're going to be doing some banishing. That is a phenomenal draw right about now. I needed that. We'll bait out the setup here for Widow Anchor. Oh, they have Fake Valor in hand. Okay, that's another card that I didn't really want them doing. Never mind. Turbulence. That's okay. I still rotate that around the next turn. Vienna is really convenient at this time. We'll go and send away Hydrants. Now I got Widow Anchor down. I'm going to go Extinguish here. I'm going to force that other sort of play to do its thing, so they go and summon anything else. So they are going to go Widow Anchor. Okay, cool. Forced. Lead. This is okay, because this is getting me deeper into this game, which is really what I want to see happen. Here, pop that card. I was evenly matched. It was face down, interesting enough. The Bowstar will send our evenly matched away. But yeah, congrats on the 2 Zeus pull there, Fab. Big congrats. Another Epic Valor. Okay, you're really trying to peg me down. Okay. I really have the heart of the cards, reckon, Organic? Probably not. We've got a wee bit of a battle on our hands. We can go Zelanis. Can go into that as well. Right. So, go here. Some send. Okay. What you doing? I am going to continue to attack. I will target that again. That was a tough match. Sky Striker made me really work hard for that, but again, another hard-fought victory. And we are going to take that game. Yeah, in terms of board removal, if you're still here, Tarakat, I will give you a few of my suggestions anyway. What I think will best suit your decks. It depends on what you're playing. Another link spot, a 10th copy of that. Yeah, that's even more remarkable, right? Because they could just draw what they needed to try and potentially out us on that one. But yeah, in terms of board removal cards, like I tend to go for some favorites. Like that's a good board wipe, obviously. Like that even there, I consider that a good board wipe now. Like just banishes stuff. Yeah, Lightning Storm certainly has had its use, and it's it may get use again, just depending on format and stuff. But it's one of those cards where it's good. It's a good starting out card, I think, for a player. And we'll go to the Trickstar deck for Dragon James as well. That's my build there, Dragon James. Mine's a bit more UR heavy than what your one is. Yeah, mine generally centers around trying to use the Trickstar cards as much as possible, and it's a fun wee engine. To play. Took me an age to get that too. Like at one point, I was missing 3 Trickstar Candina, and I managed to pick them up in the end and go for those. But you trust me. Like with any game, you just gotta believe in your ability to play through situations, and that's what we've really done so far today. So I'm pretty pleased to say that we're in a nice position. I'm on this account at the moment. I am actually going to send off a raid. Might stream a bit later on. I've got a few things that I want to do and need to get done today. We'll send off a raid, and hopefully we're back later on. I just split the session in two today. That's what I was intending to do. Who is online that we can send off a big raid to? Who is online? I'm going to raid Raw Carlos today. Raw raids us quite a bit, so definitely owe Raw a big raid. Really good Master Duel player as well. Raw does do variety streams, so let's check that stream out. Let's get everyone through to there, and we will be back on later on.